How to insert line breaks when entering text. Now, it's not as straightforward as it should be. That's because of limitations of input fields. I won't bore you to death about those, but let me show you how you can insert line breaks. So, diving straight into an Axiom, we already have an enter text step set up. And now this one's going to put some text into the input field in Instagram, which is a text field. So we use the enter text step. Now, if I was just to type in text, hello, test data, and 2 and 1, and if I wanted to put a line break between those, I'd press return. Now, let me just click run and show you what happens. What you'll see is 2 messages sent, and the message is broken up because of the unintended consequence that return, when you're typing in the input for DMs, actually submits a message and it doesn't do a line break. And that's one of the reasons it's not straightforward to add line breaks. But it can be done and it's not too complicated. So let me show you how. So if I wanted to add line breaks, in this case, let me just make sure I've removed all the white space there. If I wanted to add a line break in this sentence, what I need to do is scroll down to the enter text step, and we have a setting for this, custom line break. I toggle that on. Now what I need to do is record the keyboard doing a line break. And for Instagram, I know shift return works. So I'm going to record shift return and press stop recording. You may need to try different combinations for different apps. And I'm going to insert the cursor between test data 1 and test data 2 and press shift return. In fact, I'm going to do it twice to give an extra big space, or an extra space. Then I'm going to click save. And what we should see, I'm just going to stop that run, let's continue. And what we should see in the next run, you'll see that the message is input in the same message, but there's a space between them, or a line break. But you can see the line break's been added, and you can see it's been inserted there. Obviously, you can just do a single line break if you want to insert a single break, but I did 2. You can always just go back and delete. So that's how to do a line break. When it also works when passing data from Google Sheets. So let me just show you how to do that. So let's say I've got the example here. Now, one thing I did notice, when you actually put your cursor in and you want to input shift return, it does something to the cell, and so I can't use that shortcut. So I'm going to have to use a different one. Now, I think I've already recorded some of these, so let me just do some test data, test 1 and test 2. So I just need to activate, give me a second, that step to pull in the data, and we can now pass some data in there. So I discovered I can't use shift return in Google Sheets because it's a shortcut. So like I was saying, I can't actually use, let me just make sure that update previews, updates. I can't use the same shortcut if I'm pulling data from Instagram, or the same combination of keys, that I recorded. So I need to go back to the enter text step and try a new recording. Now, if I go into my Google Doc and I try a different combination of keys, I can try and use those to insert a space. So I'm going to try Alt return, and that does work. So this time I'm going to record Alt return, and press record, Alt return, press stop. Now let's run. I've got the data passing from the Google Sheet. Let me just make sure it's the correct tab. Now let's click run, and we should see line breaks inserted in the data from the Google Sheet. We'll just drag it into view while Instagram loads. A bit higher. And you can see the line break has been inserted. So that's how you can add line breaks into your enter text steps. Thank you.